in the mountains I've seen slabs of this kind, and for me it's not clear that it's artificial. So next day, so we did some measurements, and next day he brought us to another pyramid, moon pyramid. So it's another mountain, you see. And we came to the top of this moon pyramid, and there it became absolutely clear. So you see, it is absolutely clear. This is artificial planet. And they did this hole.
Sorry, they can't see you, so let's switch on the webcam. Thank you.
Давайте, где мы сейчас?
Вот здесь. Да, вот сюда. Спасибо.
Okay, so they made this 20 meters down deep, and they found very clear slabs. So it's clear that it's artificial construction. And they did excavation all along the slope, and everywhere you see this absolutely clear artificial tiling. So all this big, it's huge mountain, all this mountain, it is covered with this tiling. Oh, now, of course, it's covered with earth, with vegetation, but it's absolutely clear when they did some excavation in different parts of this mountain, this pyramid, they found this artificial construction everywhere. And it was different slabs of big size, little size, you see. And again, please pay attention. It looks very similar to the way how it was done in South America. Very similar. So again, it's not like tiling that we did. We are doing very rectangular form, but it's different. And some of them was really very big. And you see, it's clear that it's artificial. It's the same size. Absolutely. And some of them are really even bigger, like this. And he found these three pyramids there: Sun, Moon, and Pyramid of Love. And you see this perfect pyramid. And all these pyramids, they are oriented to north-south. But even more than that, one day, when he started this excavation, he asked local boys, "Can you show me something interesting?" And they brought him to one place and told, "Look, this is a cave." It was a cave, but filled with earth. Again, he started excavation, and he found it's not a cave, it's a tunnel. It's a big system of tunnels. Now they excavated about more than 2 kilometers of those tunnels. And they did this for people to visit. So you see it was, but it's clear that it's artificial tunnels because the size of the tunnel, it's egg shape. And you know, this shape is most stable against earthquakes, against any, and very important that the size of the tunnel is exactly of the size of a man. So you're coming there, you don't need to put down. And there are a lot of side tunnels, but most of them, they're closed with walls. You see, it's different. Давайте.
Да, и можно просто сюда. Тогда будет свечечка. Да, лучше, спасибо.
So you see, this is construction of those tunnels. Come back. So you see, it's not just one tunnel; it is construction of tunnels. Same type of tunnels we have in South America, underground of many sacred, for example, in Mayan civilization, we have this type of tunnels. In some areas of Incas, we have this type of tunnels as well. So why they're constructed, what for, we don't understand, we don't know. But what's important, during excavation, they were able to find some organic stuff, like some leaves or some branches, and they've done measurements. Both tunnels and pyramids has age from 29 to 35,000 years ago. So 29 to 35,000 years. So what does it mean? It's totally in accordance with previous discussion. You remember, this flood was about 11,000 years ago. So this civilization was in Ice Age, but then it was wiped out with flood. And all tunnels was filled with ice during this flood. So it's absolutely logical. It was big civilization, existed 25,000 years ago, or 29,000 years ago, and then it was just wiped out at some moment. And it was, all was gone. So Sam created park around, so it's very nice place, very nice area. So it's artificial. And of course, I done a lot of measurements on the top of these pyramids, in tunnels as well. And I've done a lot of measurements of people, before and after, outside and inside. Not a lot, but many. And you see, it is clear, different energy. So sun pyramid and moon pyramid has highest energy. In tunnel, it was low energy. And in different parts, it was low and low. So if you look like this, we see this highest energy at the top of sun pyramid and moon pyramid, and practically same level of energy. At the basement of moon pyramid, it's much lower. And in tunnels, it was high, but not so high. And they were able to find their beam coming from the top of pyramid, sun pyramid. It was beam of energy coming from the top. And we have this parameter of activity of environment. And tomorrow we'll discuss what that means. And this parameter was ideal for life, both in the pyramid and in the tunnels. So it is clear that this is like a healing power, healing energy in all these areas. And we did measurement for 7 people. You see this lower line is before energy reserve and after. So being inside the tunnel, it has healing effect. And level of stress before and after. And of course you can see on chakras before, after, energy field before, after, parameters before, after, and diagrams as well. Before, after, and it was for all people like this. So it was chakras, this structure of chakras practically same, but size is absolutely different. It means energy is different. And inside the tunnels, energy increased tremendously. So it was for all people. And in parallel, we, in the first day, we bought big box of little bottles with water, and they put this water at the top of all pyramids and in the tunnels. And in the last day, I've done measurements of all this water. And again, it was very clear difference between water on the top of pyramids and water at the bottom. And control, of course. So this red line is control. So it means that it was different. Again, it was very different effect. And of course, on different parameters. So, and this water had very good effect on the body. Very good effect. So measurement before drinking this water and after. And on chakras as well. So you see this increasing chakras. So it is clear that these Bosnian pyramids and tunnels that demonstrate remains of some unknown, highly developed civilization. It's ancient civilization, but high developed civilization. Maybe not as high as Egyptian civilization, but very high. And of course, we understand that those pyramids, it wasn't just mountains. It was not burial chambers, of course not. It was some special energy devices designed for some special topic. Maybe for intercommunication with satellites, with some extraterrestrial space, maybe for changing energy of space, influencing energy of the Earth, so we don't understand this yet. And tunnels has very positive effect on people, it's again very clear. And they are, all this energy is very, very positive for life. So they have a lot of effects. There are people who came there, for example, one guy who was there in the tomb, he told me that his son had epilepsy for 20 years. It was quite strong epilepsy. Then he spent 1 hour in tunnel, 5 years left, no epilepsy at all, not at all. Some people claim that they help them with cancer, but of course it's not studied yet, but it's clear that it has some very positive effect. And now Sam is doing a lot of activity. He invites people there. And every year they have millions of tourists coming to this area now. So it's really very, because it's very, very interesting to see and very important to see. And again, as I've told, it has very clear correlation with previous information. So it shows that before known to us, it was in other civilizations. They maybe was created, they've been created by some another type of human beings or not human beings. We don't know yet. But another topic. Now, I'm sure when we'll make it public, when we'll make it known, it will be more and more evidences. So, because it's totally in accordance with our principle of human life system. As soon as you have this, I would say, intention, as soon as you make this intention known, then it comes out. So I'm sure that after some time, a lot of new information will be revealed, a lot of new data, and then maybe we'll have some understanding what was going on there. Okay, so that's what I was intended to tell you today. Do you have some questions for today?
I have a question on what you said before. You told us on slide about quanti-heterogeneity. What about this Russian quanti-heterogeneity? You know what I mean. And from there you can have the
Yes, it is from the
Russian.
No, this book is only in English. I don't have this book in Russian. Because
but the show here was in Russian.
You mean this presentation? This presentation is in Russian because it's for Russian conference. It's a medical congress in June. And I was invited to make a presentation by medical congress for medical doctors, more than South. That's why I did it in Russian. I had no time to translate it to English. Okay, so other questions? No. Okay, then thank you very much for your attention for today. Okay, okay.
Would you use the bio camera to relate the influence of gemstones?
Yes, of course, of course. Of course, we are using viable camera and to see measurement of, I can tell you very practical situations. My wife, she likes gemstones. She's a most of the ladies. And one day we decided to measure effect of different gemstones for her energy field. And we found that some gemstones has better effect, some less effect. But then it was one caviar, very nice, from big stones, but it had very negative effect. And she told that this particular caviar was presented to her by one lady who has very tough energy and very unpleasant energy. And you know, this stone that kept this energy. So we know that gemstones, they keep this energy from people, they keep energy from environment, and they have make it this.
Another question, any correlation with holding the cell phone on the left or right hand to any organ or body part?
It depends on people. So, I would say response to mobile phone as to any other influence is actually individual. Some people have stronger response, some people less. And then it depends on which organs and systems are most weak. Then again, it depends on their response.
Epilepsy in small children, how would be the parameter look like, and will one be able to see neurological problems?
In the book, you can find the answer.
Okay. Can we use the Bible to see whether a person has an entity on her?
Yes, in some cases we can define it, and it comes typically as some separated dots, separated clouds nearby the image, main image. So very often we can see this.
Okay. Any other questions online? No? Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now we have maybe a couple of minutes left. Now I can tell you a couple of words about our next development. Tomorrow we'll discuss about water and other stuff, but we have new projects with BioWell as well. And one of the projects is designing of BioWell for customers, for people. So we have, now I can show you our next design. This is our new BioWell. See. So this is BioWell, and maybe we can make it even less, just a box that we had. And this is real BioWell, so I can work with this. But I plan to have it as a new project. Idea is this BioWell will have a Bluetooth inside to operate with mobile phone. And mobile phone or some tablet, whatsoever. So it wouldn't have a connection to USB. And idea is as follows: that people will use it at home for measuring their energy, for analyzing of everyday situation, for example, in pregnancy as well, in particular, in some other situations. So this is for home use. Of course, it's a lot of topics, business topics, practical topics. So it's just, now it's just a first idea. But we have this sample, it's operational sample, it works, we can produce it tomorrow even. But first we need to understand how we move it forward, on which level, on which scale. But I expect that we have it by somewhere, maybe even by the end of the year. But unfortunately, we'll have to sell it together with mobile phone. Because Bluetooth, it's very specific topic. With different phones, with different computers, there are different types of Bluetooth. That's why it can operate with some phones, but cannot operate with other phones. So maybe we'll be producing it together with mobile phone. And now, just simple mobile phone, it's not a big deal. And we have all our programs on Android now. So you can download, you can see all your database on mobile phone. But to take readings, you will need this maybe specific mobile phone with Bluetooth. understand. So this is part of our next project. And we have many other projects of this kind. So we have a lot of development with devices, with programs, with new programs. So it's big development. And we plan to have a lot of new stuff this year and of course next year as well. So that's how we are developing. Okay, do you have questions? Okay, maybe that's it for today. Thank you very much. We don't have any online questions anymore. Not yet. Okay, then thank you, everybody. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Вчера